the ultimate studio vlog. We are 30 days away from my first solo art show and I wanted to document the entire process, so of course we're starting big with a 7-foot tall ceramic tiger, and of course we're at the butt. For those of y'all new, hello, my name is Brett Park. I currently go to USC and I double major in both communications and art, but we don't talk about the communications part because, girl, I kid you not, I have not gone to a communications class since like 8 weeks ago in the very start of the semester. So do I have any idea what's going on? No, but that is okay because we are focused on just art for the next 49 minutes, y'all. 49 minutes. So my very first solo show, let's talk about it. The central theme to my art practice and this show especially is about sexuality and gender identity and how it interacts with and contradicts my Korean American background. A lot of different words, so really just talking about the LGBTQ+ experience or just a non-heteronormative side to things, especially when dealing with self-expression beyond those heteronormative norms, babe. So in these clips, I'm creating these U shapes to dry out the clay a bit more so I can work with it easier because they're a bit too wet to construct, and so I just started sculpting the butt, curving it out a little bit, making sure it has some structure to fall back on, trial and error. At this point, I was probably 40 hours into the making of this project because you also have to mix your own clay, which is a crazy process, and so in between, I would take breaks and go onto my computer and then edit some other photos or publicity, quote-unquote, materials to share. So I was making a postcard for the show that involved some of my photograph pieces that I'll talk about later. Hey y'all, what's up? We are currently in the studio. I'm working on some ceramics. I'm actually sculpting this little guy right here. It's a tiger. It's a Korean tiger. I increased its like vertical height by a foot today, maybe a bit more than a foot. And I tried to with the butt over here, but because it's not a straight up kind of shape, I actually broke the butt. Okay, the butt broke. It was giving failed BBL. Other than that, a lot of fun things have happened in the past week. Like I was on set for this New York Fashion Week fashion film. Shout out Courtney Poe and everyone who worked onto it. It was the most incredible experience ever. Not just because my work was included, that was not like the bigger part of it. For me, the most exciting thing was just the collaboration between the dancers, the DPs, the director, of course, the choreographer, all the other designers that were there, and of course other photographers and people behind set just like making everything happen. It was just so beautiful to see different creatives come together to make a cohesive project, and seeing it launch and get released out into the world was such an amazing thing too. I also am preparing for a gallery coming up this week, also for Gasp Zine, which again, Courtney, thank you so much like for the opportunity of like doing all of this for me. And I get to show my work in a space for the night in, I think, Good Mother Gallery, which is really fun and exciting, and it's in collaboration with Enzo Magazine. On my way to Good Mother Gallery, and it's in downtown LA, so it's pretty close. And I'm with my canvas, of course, and I'm gonna set up there in the morning, meet the other artists, and then probably pick up some more canvas for another art project, and it'll be a good time, fun time. Justin, Ella. The setup was so much fun, just meeting all the artists and just talking with them for a couple hours while we all just set up our work. Super fun time, super fun day. I met some incredible people, and it was jam-packed, y'all, for pretty much the entire like 5 hours, which is crazy. And people were just setting up, playing chess, playing music, having a good time. I was really lucky that my friends supported, and afterwards I got some tacos. Duh. And another update is that I finished a performance piece. I did it a week ago on Sunday with my friends Phoebe and Kai, and they helped block print on my body. Now I did this before last semester, and that's where I got these different images, which were really helpful as a starting point, okay? But I wanted to elevate it even more by adding a performance piece to it and also shooting all the photos on a digital camera rather than my iPhone. Phoebe and Kai helped block print on my body. It was a fun day.
Damn, Brett's got a dumpy.
Just kidding, actually. I don't know why I said that. I think I had like the stomach flu or something. During setup, I was like gonna throw up, but I just had to push through and keep pushing through. I literally could barely stand up for when they were putting it on my body. Like I was actually a mess, but I like sucked it up for a hot sec. just to get the photos, to finish the performance piece. But at the end, there's a frame of me literally sitting down, like huddled over myself, like almost gonna pass out. And you would think just from watching the performance that it was because of the performance, but it was also just because I had the stomach flu. And so right after that, I literally went straight to the shower and I threw up 7 times in the bathroom, like all over myself. Thank God I was in the shower. And also I just submitted like a portfolio to this summer program. I have a portfolio due in literally 3 hours and I have nothing done for it because I had to make a whole 90-second video for them, and I also need to write my captions for my and dead ass, I stayed up like all last night trying to do this. Could not do it because my brain just was not functioning because I literally had the flu for the past 5 days and threw up 7 times, and I found out about this a week ago. So did I really have time to do any of this? Like, not really. And should I have been more prepared? Probably. But here we are, so wish me luck. I'm gonna update y'all because this is crazy. Crazy. It is 4 minutes before the deadline. I'm gonna submit my Yale application. Will I get it? Girl, who knows? Let's just submit it. Bloop. Okay, they received it. Oh my god. Whatever. Wish me luck. I know. No, I'm confident in what I submitted. That was crazy close though. Holy shit. Oh, okay. I'm definitely not gonna get, like, there's no point in me like even trying to get it, but oh my god. It's been kind of a struggle, y'all, not gonna lie. I don't know if it's like I am not satisfied with myself, so no matter what I accomplish or any like added thing I get, I don't know how to describe it. It's not that I'm not grateful. I have so much gratitude for the opportunities I've been given, literally given. Even though I think I work relatively hard, I think I was given these opportunities. Like, I was absolute luck to have any of the things that I actually have. And do I think I put myself in spots where I was able to receive that luck? I think I did. I think I positioned myself in a way where I was able to get more lucky, but also just like the extreme privilege I have. Like, it's just a lot. But overall, I just don't feel good. You know what I mean? And just like that, y'all, a week passed and I only had 23 days until the gallery and needed to finish a 7-foot painting. Tell me why I wanted to do a 7-foot painting. I have literally no clue, but this is the sketch for it. It's called Cheese Touch. I'm just waving to myself. The concept relates to Diary of a Wimpy Kid, and there's one scene where there's a super moldy cheese on the playground, and all the kids want to avoid it, but they also all stare at it, and if you touch it, you get the quote-unquote cheese touch, and no one wants to be around you. And I relate that experience to the Asian body when they are occupying a non-heteronormative space because they're seen as undesirable or also fetishized to a certain extent. And so this was me just starting the underpainting for that. Before, I literally went back into the ceramic studio because, Lord knows, I need to get this stuff done because it needs almost an entire week to fire from start to finish, and so I had to build the last section. You'll see here that I'm at the chest point, and there's a little tiny kind of white stuff below the chest, which is newspaper that separates each section. This allows me to transport each one individually so I can pop off the chest, the stomach, and the legs, so I can then later plop it into a damn U-Haul and get that shit over to the gallery. And today I'm in the studio. I actually just finished up a 4-hour session doing this big little sculpture over here. It's kicking my butt, y'all. It is kicking my butt. I don't understand the medium fully yet, and that's why it's very difficult for me to build at such a large scale, but that's the task for the class. So I'm gonna keep going. I keep it going. I also recently just applied to a Yale summer program. It's the Yale Norfolk summer program, and it is so competitive. Like, I did not expect to get in at all. Like, you actually have to be nominated from your school to even apply. There's already a barrier to entry, and even after you pass that barrier, you're competing against all the other nominees from schools around the nation. And I'm not sure if it's international or not. Around 500 more people for 22 spots. Like, it's crazy, you know? Fingers crossed. I'm like manifesting it, y'all, but I don't expect anything because obviously the chances are so slim. We'll see. It's literally whatever. Like, I lied. I was gonna say that I'm not planning for it, but in my brain, I'm planning for it. And in my brain, I'm like canceling all my internships, so that I'm like, I don't even know. But I mean, what else can you do than to hope and pray? And to pray some more. Because I did what I had to do for the portfolio. I literally suffered through a performance art piece so that I could have enough material to submit for the portfolio. And I really like the pieces I did. They're like nude photos, so I'm not sure if I can show that on YouTube. But all those photos in the performance piece I did, I felt were really strong. It ended up knocking out like all my other pieces except for some paintings. What else? Oh, my bike got stolen. Someone literally just stole my bike. What the fuck?
Yeah.
At Roski too. Actually, it would happen at Roski. But this just would happen to me, you know? Have a good day, getting work done, and my bike just gets stolen, okay? The universe just needs to even it out for me, doesn't it? You know what? Life was going a bit too good for a hot sec. I just knew something like this was gonna happen. Cause no way in hell were things kind of rolling for me, you know? I should have expected this. Well, fuck my life. Life is up and down right now, very up and down, but I think it's like up and down as in like we're trending upwards, hopefully. Who knows? 1:30 a.m. now, and I'm so tired of being in the studio. So I'm gonna go, y'all, but oh, my MacBook broke. That was, yeah, I'm gonna go because obviously my brain is breaking by the way I'm talking, so adios.
Tenho esse mar todo pra olhar. Tenho as estrelas infinitas pra contar. Tenho o sol brilhando e os patos nadam em par. Meus passos vão mostrando o prazer de observar as flores no caminho. É um agrado.
This is Kamyar.
Hey guys.
I'm gonna zoom in on your badge. Wait, where'd you get the badge from?
They give it to like every student who like does
What?
like any journal major.
Oh, I'm like, bitch, I didn't get. I think now that y'all saw kind of the whole sculpture with the little PP, it's a good time to explain why I'm creating an oversized tiger, and the reason may shock y'all. Just kidding, it's actually pretty simple. In of course Korean culture, the tiger is very important, especially for the mythological story of how Korea was born or how Korea came to be. And from that, in Korea, it's not really like a masculine symbol, even though it has like those kind of connotations. But in the West especially, tigers are very masculine. And it's just interesting to think about how gender binaries even go as far to the desires of kind of what you're supposed to like for animals. Like, quote unquote, boys are supposed to like tigers and lions, and girls are supposed to like rabbits, and here I was like in turtles and dolphins. And so I was just so interested in that motif, and so I wanted to abstract that and take that masculine symbol and do a hyper masculine caricaturized version of that, because oftentimes those masculine ideals flatten my personal identity as someone who doesn't necessarily occupy those heteronormative spaces and are reduced to those differences. And so because my character is flattened by those stereotypes and gender expectations, I wanted to reverse the role ideals and over sexualize this tiger and reduce it to its sexual-ish parts. And I'm titling it Psychological Penetration for the very reasons of how invasive and pervasive these masculine ideals are and how they were imposed on me from when I was a child without consent, of course, because it's freaking ideological oppression. Doy. And yeah, this is me just glazing it white and black. I actually wasn't supposed to use the white glaze, but my teacher let it slide for this one time. But I'm choosing this minimal palette to reference folk imagery of these Korean tigers. So it is about how these ideals have carried throughout the generations.
As flores no caminho é agrado que Deus deu. Dia após o outro foi o que ele prometeu. Pode crer.
Okay. Sorry it's taking so long. I'm actually just like nervous to open
No,
it.
take your time. I'm looking for this food. Just take your time.
Mom, I'm actually gonna pray.
Okay, let's pray. I'll pray in my head too. Okay.
Okay, status update.
Okay.
Oh.
Check. Check.
I got it.
Alright.
No fucking
Yeah.
way.
I'm not even surprised. This is incredible.
Oh my
Are
god.
you going to yell over the summer?
Oh my god, it's not real. Oh my god, this is not.
Okay.
Oh my god, this is not real.
I'm so proud of you.
Even now while editing, like that's kind of a crazy little moment, but I didn't have time to think back then or celebrate, so I just went straight to the studio. It was 12 days to go, and so my class and I loaded everything into the kiln so it could be fired, and then I went straight to the painting studio to start working and editing on some photos while I also did some painting work. This is some of the imagery that came out of that photo shoot that got me into the program, and there were so many different layers in Photoshop of how I edited it, which was pretty fun to also see it come to fruition in the physical little realm on this little printer moment. Although these prints literally were so high quality, a bit too high quality if I may say so myself, because you could see all the Photoshop errors and it was kind of god awful. So I printed out twice. Both of these, neither of these actually ended up working after I Mod Podged them to these wooden panels because I was really god awful at spreading the Mod Podge on the panel, and so it was so uneven. There were bumps, girly pops, there were literal air bubbles inside of it, which was so god awful and so unprofessional. And I thought wearing gloves would help, but it didn't freaking help. So that was that day. Okay, this one's blurry. I mean, I actually like it kind of stylized, but it's blurry. Like all that gray, it's like it was not supposed to be there. I mean, luckily it is like the same for all of them, so it kind of looks intentional.
It looks intentional, and I feel like, you know, like for an imagery, which is transmitted online, so it would, like, having noise is not.
True.
And you're saying I'm crazy?
Wait, again, is it okay if I film you?
Oh,
I
yeah.
just want to film your screen so I can This is the behind the scenes footage, y'all.
Can you take
Adele?
Ew.
You don't like Adele?
Actually, no. I'm sorry.
You're so messed up for it. She's a national treasure, international treasure.
Even though it was a super frustrating day, I moved on, and the next morning I was finally able to move the actual tiger into the gallery. I had my friends AJ, Kwan, and Gina help me out, and it was kind of a crazy day because I literally think I backed into a U-Haul with my U-Haul in the U-Haul parking lot, and that was a crazy situation because I also had to bike to the U-Haul. It was a mess. I can't even describe it, but it was a literal mess until it all came together in the very end, which I'm so happy and grateful for. And this is what it looked like, babes. Look at it in all its glory.
Focus, please. Focus on the. Remember that song? Hey y'all, what's up? It is 6 days before my very first solo show and my very first open call at a gallery. And I'm pretty nervous, obviously, because I want everything to go well. Last night was crazy because I set off the security alarms at my art school for going in after hours because I absolutely positively needed a print of myself back there. And a lot of things happened. Maybe I'll play some clips from when I posted it on TikTok. The craziest thing just happened to me and I need to tell someone, so I'm gonna tell y'all. 2 months ago, I submitted my art piece to an open call and I didn't think I'd get it because I've never done this before, and then I get it. Which is really fun, but they wanted me to drop it off tomorrow on Saturday to their building, and it's a photograph, so the whole week I've been preparing for this, but I realized tonight at 7:30 p.m. that my photograph is still at school, and school closes during spring break at 5 p.m. And so I need to get into the building after hours. So I drive my little ass over to school. Okay, I get into the first gate, it's chill, my card works. So I grab the handle, open the bitch, and dead ass alarms start fucking going off. So I instantly close the door, hoping that it'll stop. It doesn't stop. And so I then call my campus security, and I'm like, hey y'all, I'm so sorry, I'm literally dumb, and I set off the alarms. Can someone come and like dismantle them and like turn this bitch off? So they're like, okay, cool, someone's on their way over. And at this point, I still don't have my art piece, and I absolutely positively need it. Like, this is a big deal for me. It's like my first time getting into a gallery. And so I call my hometown friend, and I'm like, hey girl, like, what the fuck do I do? Like, I don't have my art piece, like, should I go back in? And while I'm calling her, the alarm literally stops. The alarm stops. So now I'm just screaming for nothing. And by the way, I knew I was breaking the rules, but I didn't think it was that big of a deal. And so I wrote out, I'm sorry, on a card. And the whole time, I was just like at the monitor, like looking like this, like being like, I'm so sorry. Like, I'm like actually stupid. I'm actually dumb. And my friend is like, stop what you're fucking doing. Stop waiting around and showing the sign that you're sorry because you already fucked up. She's like, go the fuck back in there, set off the alarm again, and get your fucking art piece because the campus security might not let you go back in. And then I'm like, girl, you're so fucking right. And so I open the door again. I set off the alarm again, okay? And then I make eye contact with the campus security because they are here at this point. And then I run into the door. I have to open this little combination box to get a keys to get into the room that my piece is in. I grab the piece. It's a 2x3 foot print of my butt. My butt. So I rush back out, okay? Again, holding up the sign, being like, hey, girlie, like, I'm sorry. The campus security sees me, and they're like, dude, like, what are you doing? Like, what are you doing? So I tell him the whole story, and he just like, dude, like, don't do that shit. He didn't swear. He was actually very nice, but he was, like, very stern. He dismantles the alarm, and he's trying to give me another talk while he's dismantling it, but then he looks at me, then looks down at the fucking photo in my hand, and sees my butt, and he starts giggling. He starts giggling, and he's like, dude, just go home. And so I go home. So I'm here. And so right now I'm gonna deliver it to the gallery, which is pretty exciting. I look like so tired and dead, but maybe color correction will fix this shit after in post, so we'll see. But we're gonna go now, so adios. I literally look like an asshole right now, but it's fine, y'all. I'm serving like Kim K, so it's chill. We're about to go to Monte Vista Project so I can drop off a nude photo of myself. So we're going to downtown LA right now, but I'm just gonna pull up the address. If you hear metal clicking together, by the way, it's literally it's literally 8-inch steak nails that I'm supposed to nail to a wall to crucify one of my projects. Yeah, I'm also confused on why it's there. Essentially what happened is I didn't realize there was a dimension size limit to the open call, and when I submitted, I said the piece was 20 by 30 inches. For some reason, I thought I had it down. I was like, girl, I'm good. 3 feet was the limit when it was actually 30 inches, babe. So I went to the gallery, thought I was just gonna drop it off, but then they were like, oh, actually, this looks kind of big. Like, how big is it? And I was like, 36 inches. And they were like, no, babes. Like, it's a salon style open call, so everyone has their own space. And so you need to find a way to make it 30 inches. And so I was like, oh my God. So I literally went to FedEx and printed it out. And the print was really low quality because it was FedEx compared to like the Roski printers at school. I'm not trying to be like classist against like FedEx, but like it's just objectively true that their printers aren't as good. So yeah, then this happened. This is 1000% my fault, and I 1000% preventable, but we are going to have to fix this up and Mod Podge this new print onto the canvas. And the new print is overexposed and orange, but what can you do? The print was literally FedEx. This should have been a literally 30-minute excursion to the gallery, dropping off the work and going back, but it turns now into a 4-hour excursion. Totally 1000% again my fault for thinking that I'm actually just dumb. I'm actually just stupid. So we're gonna Mod Podge this shit.
Yeah.
And then while it dries, I'm gonna go on a run because I need to de-stress the out. I'm fucking stupid and can't do shit correctly. So yeah, but I'm praying that this is all worth it. Please don't take this as like, oh my God, like you're just complaining and you were so grateful to have the opportunity even. And I also want to recognize just like the extreme privilege I have to be able to make this mistake and then on a whim in one day pay almost $80 to fix this mistake with my own like discretionary funds, because that itself is like an extreme privilege to be able to know that I'm okay to make this mistake. I'm just lining up the photo right now. I'm really not trying to because I don't like disappointing people at all, and it's such a privilege to be selected for the opportunity. Just like,
Where should I start?
Give a wave.
Where do I start?
Oh my God.
Wait, what the fuck? This is my friend Tabitha, everyone. She's a hometown friend. What are you doing? Give us a little beauty guru tutorial.
I'm getting ready right now.
We're gonna go to class, or I'm gonna go to class. She's gonna go to the library, see if she can get in. She'll probably get kicked out. And then we're gonna do the last gallery setup day. So it's very exciting, but very chaotic. So that's that. Yay. Yay.
It's really cool. Ooh, precise
It is the day of the gallery, which is pretty surreal, not gonna lie. I worked at this for deadass like months now, bitch. Months in the making. I have a piece as early as March from 2021. It's literally actually a year. If I start from the fucking beginning, but like the past few months have been such a grind time. How do we feel? We don't know how we feel right now, cause it's 8 a.m. But I stayed up till like 3 making a tear sheet. It doesn't look professional, duh, but I've been trying my best to make it look professional. My friend and I, Tabitha, so we woke up early to go to Earth Cafe, and so we're gonna do that right now. It should be fun.
Grove. That's what it's called. Where every YouTuber is always at, the Grove.
You wanna go to the Grove?
No, but remember I couldn't tell you the name of where the guy jumped off the building? It was at the Grove.
I need to go. That's literally it. That's literally the update. I can't think. That's actually the update. I can't fucking think. Gonna wave again. I guess maybe we'll just high five every time. We are Earth.
Yeah.
After my friend and I got some nice food, I went back to the painting studio and finally got down this huge canvas that was 7 feet tall. I actually didn't show y'all the process of making this, but yeah, it happened, I suppose. And after that, my friend and I rolled it up, and then we went straight to the gallery. She didn't really know what to do, girl, so I told her to sweep the floor while I put up the canvas and like measure everything out, which she totally could have done too, and I could have swept the floor, but honestly, like, I didn't trust her to touch the piece more than she already did. Is that bad of me?
So today is March 23rd, 2022. Oh, you really gotta stick your hand out far for this. We're at Brett's gallery. He's really stressed out. How do you not get an arm cramp? Really excited. We've been here every day. I'm gonna meet all his art friends tonight. I'm really excited. You have to put your hands so far for this, otherwise it chops off your head.
Well, it's a dream, right?
I hope not. Ooh, I don't think so. Oh no. Right now we're debating on if we should move the painting in the middle to the left, that way, or if the tiger should move to the right. I'm vlogging this so that when you're in 10 years, you can watch this back. I'll be like, look how far I've come. And this is already a very big deal. And it's the start of a long journey ahead. Okay, we went to Earth Cafe today for breakfast, and Brett got avocado toast. It was really good. I got this egg sandwich, also really good, with the salad on the side. Half of it is in this box that we're sitting on, because they keep a lot. It was very expensive. I also got a matcha, a blended matcha, because Brett was like, Earth Cafe is known for their matcha. It was really good. But then he tells me, I don't like their matcha. I thought it was good. And then Brett got an iced vanilla latte. And then we got this blueberry muffin. It's really good.
Oh, hi. How are you?
Good, how are you?
I just saw you made up some signage, but I just did some quick ones for you.
Oh my gosh, thank you so much. After Tabitha did a fantastic job vlogging, I got dressed for the gallery. She got dressed in her little jean jacket, and it was kind of a vibe. And I just did a last minute checkup of all the paintings and all the pieces, and I realized I wanted to paint all the nails / grommets black so that it actually fit with the painting, because if it was a gold grommet sticking out of the ground, it wouldn't make sense. So this is me literally painting everything.
I'm just getting some film for you. As they say in the industry, B-roll.
gallery show starts in less than an hour. I'm gonna give you guys a quick tour while he sets up. His whole family's coming. How do I turn? I'm really proud. It's very cool. With the leather. Brett, what is your initial 3 words you think of with your show coming up in 58 minutes?
Sexuality, gender, and expression.
I bet about like your nerves.
Oh, anxiety, dying.
We'll check in later. Time to TikTok. Not the big tongs.
Small tongs? Why'd you buy so many tongs?
I'm sorry, I had to. Yeah. Physical penetration.
Psychological. Girl, you're psychology. You're a psychology major, girl.
You told me you didn't have a list.
Oh, I thought you meant like the cards.
No, you're good. This is awesome though.
Show it off. Meet me where the sun sets east. We're currently in the bathroom. It is T-minus 18 minutes till the gallery starts. 5:42, babes. Crazy. What bathroom is this?
All gender bathroom.
All gender bathroom, period. Roski does good. The outfit, y'all can't even see. Okay, top of the... Oh wait, this is epic. Wait, don't record me by the urinal.
Okay. His shirt is from
J. Crew?
J. Crew.
My shirt's from J. Crew.
Pants.
Janko, babes.
Boots.
Father. Now you do a little outfit, so hold the phone.
My jacket is from Princess Polly, I think. Tube top for my roommate. Skirt for my roommate. Shoes, goat. Cute.
Show off the shoes, girl. With all that being done and months of work, here is the final exhibition that I wanted to give y'all a little walkthrough of before everyone came. So the title of the show is Are You Looking Right Now? As soon as you step into the gallery, you're greeted by 3 different paintings and you're confronted by the large sculpture that I was making the entire video called Psychological Penetration, and there's photographs in the back, a performance piece up on this movable wall, and it points directly at the Korean hanbok all assembled together. I'm gonna go into each piece a bit deeper later, but I just want to talk about how I grouped everything together. I wanted the tiger piece that was more cultural to be similar conversation with the Korean hanbok, and then going forward more to myself and my own figure with the various paintings and the photographs. The photo of me standing in a corner just made sense to go in the corner, and then I slowly moved from my figure on the ground to the wall to a pedestal and into the performance piece where I scrubbed everything off my body, or at least tried to. And throughout the duration of the gallery, my breathing from scrubbing off that ink off my body, which was super difficult and clearly irritating my skin, making it red, was playing and polluting the area. So when you're looking at these very figurative works, you're listening to the sound of my heavy breathing, and it mixes into that content of hypersexualization or also just pain and discomfort that you feel when you're engaging with the work. These are all some detail shots of each piece. First, hiding in my hanbok, the oversized puffer jacket that's made out of cardboard and twine. I have some details of the deconstructed pieces of cardboard and the corrugated parts of it. Then I have the whole paintings, which is a 3 set, each around 6 feet. First, I'm sorry I had to, and I wanted the detritus of the canvas kind of ripping apart being shown on the painting as well. Kind of graphic, possibly, maybe. And then you move on to Cheese Touch, which is my most recent painting that you saw me on top of the dragon to the gallery, and it relates directly to those printmaking blocks that I had. And this particular piece, the silhouettes are actually holes in my body. And for this next piece, it's called Fetish for me, and it's about self kind of fetishization online and what that means when you commodify and objectify yourself and submit yourself in spaces where you could be objectified more, for example dating apps or Instagram. Then I have the photos, and y'all, I tried so hard to install it correctly, but there were still damn bubbles on the prints. Some of them came out a lot better, like the standing in a corner one, and you're really able to appreciate the installation, especially on that wooden panel. And besides that, this is the opening, and my professor Karen Leibowitz, who is such a joy to work with, and she's my mentor and also a friend. And I was so grateful that all my friends showed up and supported. And I saw some really old friends, like my friend Rachel, who like came to support from Riverside, like an hour and a half away, and that was such a big surprise. And I just felt so loved. Yeah, it was just a great night overall.
Everyone get in it. This is so cute. Get in, get in, get in. Epic.
After such a great night and full of celebration and festivities, my friend and I decided that we needed a break, and we went to the beach, which was super fun. Also, the room was literally a mess, by the way.
Ew, I don't think the hat looks good with my face shape.
The way I will literally need to buy a hard drive to edit this video, because it's so long.
Oh, we're still on Week in the Life?
We're still, this is actually, I'm gonna call it like the ultimate studio vlog, or like a movie length studio vlog, where it's gonna be like 40 minutes of just like everything I did coming up to the art show. It's like a movie.
But the art show finished.
No, literally. So this is like gonna be part of like the debrief afterwards.
Okay. Oh, I have an idea. Before the show, I asked you what 3 words you had to talk about it. How you feel. What are your 3 words now?
My 3
Wait, let me start over. Brett, now that your show is over, it's so zoomed. Like, this is so out of focus. 3 words that you would use to describe how you're feeling post-show.
Exhausted.
Turn right up here.
Grateful.
Brett has not been proud of himself from this show. For no reason.
Proud is different than grateful.
Oh, you've been grateful, but you haven't been proud.
Yeah. Because it feels like I only have 2 weeks to like capitalize on the opportunity that I had like all this time to prepare for. Like a year's work for 2 weeks, but then like opening night, yeah, happens and like it's a celebration, I guess. But I didn't enjoy it, I think, as much as I should have, because I was so in my head about what important people in my life thought about the show. So now I'm just thinking like, oh, that happened, cool, really awesome. So glad my friends came and everything. But now I'm just kind of like on to the next, which is just emailing everyone to set up gallery walkthroughs. Yeah, that's where my mind's at. But
Okay.
thankful. I told Tabitha this already. You can even show yours, like, but like, I would literally have died if Tabitha wasn't here. Just for moral support, like I just needed someone else to talk to, or else I would have actually gone crazy and like, I would have gone crazy.
I think you did a great job.
Oh no, we were carpooling.
Yeah.
So that is the entire process and documentation of my first art show ever. I don't want to end on such kind of like a poor or sadder note. I have a lot more to say about how I felt afterwards because it was so complex and I'm still processing everything. But I just want to say thank y'all so much for just supporting me throughout this entire journey. It's a long time coming. Literally over a year and a half since the first piece when I made that cardboard puffer jacket and posted it on TikTok and YouTube, and the things that kept me going were literally people just sharing their own experiences and journey in art and seeing how it related to but also didn't relate to my own practice or my own kind of work ethic. So I was able to get all these multiple perspectives that are really informing how I was tackling this huge project. I just needed to communicate that in this video because I felt like I ended up like kind of like a more sad like note. But yeah, that was my first art show. I hope there's more to come. We'll see. But with all that being said, y'all, thank you so much for watching the video. If you like the video, like the video. If you have a fun comment, critique, or joke to share, comment down below. And if you like me, my art, or want to follow my journey as an art student in LA, you can subscribe. It's a fun time here, I promise. And I think that's the end of the video, y'all. That's the end of the video.